We are witnessing the most dangerous game of cat and mouse that Port Charles has seen in years. Sonny is playing with fire, and the heat is about to consume everything he loves. I have been watching his every move, and let me tell you, his obsession with taking down gens is becoming his absolute undoing. We all know how Sonny operates. He hits hard, he hits fast, and he never looks back. But this time, it feels different. It feels like he is being lured into a trap that he cannot simply shoot his way out of. I think it is crucial for us to consider the role that Britt is playing in this volatile situation. By feeding Sonny information about Pascal, she has essentially handed him a loaded gun. But we have to ask ourselves, is she being honest, or is she playing a double game that could lead us all into a deeper nightmare? Guys, my gut tells me that there is so much more to this than what we see on the surface. If you ask me, the fact that Pascal is cleaning up the mess after the shooting of Henry is a massive red flag. It suggests that there is a wider web of corruption that we are only just beginning to uncover. I truly believe that Jason and Rick are pushing Sonny because they are just as desperate as he is, but their collective tunnel vision might be the very thing that blinds them to the impending disaster. Think about the sheer audacity of what Sonny is planning. The idea that he might target Windermere while Jens is inside is a bold, albeit reckless, strategy that reeks of desperation. I have spent hours analyzing the layout of the current power struggle, and it seems like every move Sonny makes is countered before he even finishes his next step. We have seen Sonny dismantle empires before, but Jens is a different kind of beast. He is cold, calculated, and entirely devoid of the emotional attachments that usually make men like Sonny vulnerable. This means that Sonny is fighting an enemy who has nothing to lose, and in the world of high-stakes crime in Port Charles, that is a terrifying realization for us to process. If you ask me, guys, the tragedy here is that Sonny is so focused on the kill that he has neglected the most precious thing in his life. The shadow of danger looming over Avery is not just a plot point, it is a crushing blow to our collective hearts. When we talk about the failure of Sonny's plan to corner Jens, we have to recognize the psychological toll this takes on a man who prides himself on being the ultimate protector. I can almost see the look on his face when he realizes he has overplayed his hand. The hubris, the sheer confidence that he had the upper hand, only for it to snap back like a rubber band, it is going to be devastating to witness. No one expected Jens to be this quick to retaliate, but that is exactly why this is so dangerous. We have to wonder, what kind of leverage does Jens really have now that he has taken the ultimate prize? By snatching Avery, he has effectively neutralized Sonny's greatest weapon, his willingness to pull the trigger. This is a classic power play, and if you ask me, it is the most diabolical move I have ever seen in this town. You can almost feel the tension in the air, the way the silence in the mansion must feel suffocating. My heart goes out to everyone involved, but especially to those who have been caught in the crossfire of this generational blood feud. This is no longer about business. It is personal, it is ugly, and it is going to leave scars that no one in Port Charles will ever truly heal from. Think about the way the wind must be blowing through the docks tonight, cold and unforgiving, much like the path that lies ahead for Sonny. If you ask me, we are looking at a complete breakdown of the order he fought so hard to establish. I suspect that Jason, despite his unwavering loyalty, is starting to see the cracks in the foundation. He knows that when Sonny gets like this, there is no talking him down. The pressure is mounting, and I believe we are approaching a breaking point that will redefine the power dynamics of the entire city. It seems like every character is holding their breath, waiting for the other shoe to drop, and honestly, I am right there with them. I have been obsessing over the psychology of Jens and his motives. Why go after a child? It is the lowest of the low, and yet it fits perfectly with the profile of a man who wants to break his opponent mentally rather than just physically. If you ask me, this means that the battle for Avery is not going to be solved with a standoff or a quick shootout. It is going to require a level of manipulation and strategic genius that we have not seen from Sonny in a long time. The question is, does he still have it in him, or has his time at the top made him predictable? I think we are about to find out the hard way, and the results are not going to be pretty. Consider the possibility that the truth might be exposed in the most public way imaginable. We have seen secrets fester in this town like an open wound, and I have a strong feeling that the connection between Pascal and the recent events at the hospital is going to unravel in a way that destroys everyone who tried to keep it buried. If you ask me, the writing is on the wall. The chaos that ensued after the incident with Henry was just the tip of the iceberg. We are looking at a conspiracy that involves layers of betrayal that even I am struggling to fully map out. Guys, we need to be prepared for the fact that some of our favorite characters might not come out on the other side of this unscathed. If you ask me, the most chilling part of this whole situation is the silence of the aftermath. After the failed attempt to corner Jens, there is a vacuum of power that is begging to be filled. Who will step into that void? Will it be Rick with his legal maneuvering, or will it be someone from the shadows that we have forgotten about? I think that the ripple effects of this kidnapping will reach every corner of the city. No one is safe, and no one is exempt from the consequences of this high-stakes game. The emotional weight of this, especially knowing how much Sonny loves his daughter, is going to be the most agonizing part of the coming weeks. I am convinced that we are going to see a side of Sonny that we haven't seen in years, a vulnerable, desperate man who is willing to burn the city down to get his daughter back. But I also fear that this is exactly what Jens wants. If you ask me, this is a calculated test of Sonny's limits. Does he care more about his reputation and his power, or does he care more about the safety of his family? It is a question that has haunted him his entire life, but now the stakes have never been higher. We are standing on the precipice of a total war, and the fallout is going to be felt for generations to come. Could it be that the answer to saving Avery lies in the one place no one is looking? I have a theory that the key to this entire mystery is hidden in plain sight, perhaps within the records that Pascal was trying to destroy. If you ask me, we have been too focused on the guns and the threats, and not enough on the paper trail. Guys, if we look back at the history between these families, we might find the missing piece of the puzzle that explains why Jens is so fixated on this specific vendetta. There is a story here that goes back much further than we think, and I am determined to get to the bottom of it. If you ask me, the intensity is only going to ramp up from here. Every time I think I have a handle on the narrative, a new twist comes along and blows my mind. The way this story is being woven, with every character playing a specific, dangerous part, is pure television gold. I really feel for anyone caught in the middle of this, especially the innocent ones. But this is the nature of the beast in Port Charles. You choose your side, you make your bed, and then you have to live with the consequences of every single choice you make. And for Sonny, those choices have finally caught up with him in the most brutal way possible. As we head into the next few days, I want you to pay close attention to the small details. The flick of a wrist, the hesitation in someone's voice, the way they avoid eye contact. Those are the moments where the truth usually leaks out. I am going to be watching every single frame, looking for the clues that will tell us whether Avery is going to be safe or if we are truly heading into the dark abyss. If you ask me, the suspense is almost unbearable, and I cannot wait to see how this plays out, even if it breaks my heart to watch it happen. I truly believe we are in for a ride that will shake the foundation of everything we thought we knew about loyalty and power. It feels like every single character is on the edge of a nervous breakdown, and honestly, I don't blame them. The level of stress, the constant threat of violence, and the weight of past sins, it all adds up to a pressure cooker that is ready to explode. I have been covering this for a long time, and I have never seen a situation quite like this. It is raw, it is visceral, and it is absolutely captivating. As I close out my thoughts on this, I have to emphasize that the worst is yet to come. The calm before the storm is officially over, and what follows is going to be a bloodbath of epic proportions. I am telling you now, hold on to your seats because the path toward the truth is paved with betrayal and heartbreak. The war for the soul of Port Charles is not just beginning. It is reaching its fever pitch, and the coming confrontation will leave the city reeling in the shadow of an inevitable, soul-crushing tragedy.
Goodbye. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the GH Spoilers Daily channel.